Official. Glad you're with us wherever you may be. Zubats against Jackson, and the Grizzlies win the tap. Grizzlies off the season. They're allowing 116 points on the road, although they did hold a very dynamic, here's Paul George with a banker, streak in this building since the victory over the Utah Jazz, who will be here on Friday night. Pick and roll for Valanciunas. He spots up, and he goes glass. No Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. Oh, a nice give, and Crowder with the finish. Beautiful setup. Paul George last year as a member of the Thunder made 11 triples in 2 outings against Memphis. Here's Valanciunas for 3. It's through. Valanciunas, Magruder on the steal. Paul George back the other way. He attacks, hangs, and hits.
Shot blocking on the floor for them with this lineup.
George again working the right side of the floor. He hangs, he hits again.
All time he has missed. He is a gifted and talented scorer.
8 for him, and Valanciunas. He's adapting very nicely, at least by tonight's results. Offensive rebound, Zubats, and a second chance score. Guarding Jaren at the moment. 4 gone by here first quarter. There's the pass to Jaren. He wheels, and he flips it up and in.
Attack this painted area of this Clippers defense with the team that's on the floor.
Harkless drills the lead. Beverly had a 16 rebound game earlier this season. Zubats spins to the rim. Down 2 with the basketball. Tyus Jones on the floor, and so is Rob Fisher.
Well, Taylor Jenkins telling the team during that last timeout that we went up 9.
It just hasn't been there, and teams have been able to play with a high level of comfort.
So Brooks and Morant out of the game, and Zubats sent one of the coaches to make sure that he pushed himself away from the table. Apparently had some issues with the diet. Zubats bobbles. Grizzlies get the turnover. Jones against Beverly, lays it up, and Beverly with a rejection against Beverly. Goes to work in the post, turns and misses. Valanciunas, what the Grizzlies dealt with in Indiana. A lot of dribble penetration. Here's Jaren. A pull-up 3 is through for Jaren Jackson.
And now he's with a brand new group of players and a different style. So it just took some time to get accustomed.
Grayson Allen on a flat out 9 games with the ankle sprain. Montrezl Harrell, one of the best bench scorers in the league, goes right to the rack and draws a foul on. This is a guy who can flat out score in any number of ways. Finds JaMychal Green, and JaMychal blocked by Jaren. Harrell blocked by Valanciunas. The big fella doing a lot of good stuff. Ja down the lane, finds Guterich. Williams drives, finds Harrell, and there's that chemistry. Clippers by 3, screened by Harrell to free Lou Williams. Goes up for 3 and drills it by Clark. Ja, and that was deflected. Ball falls to Clark. BC in traffic puts it up and in. But picked up by Ja, and then turns it over to Mann. Mann took Brooks to the...
Get a stop. Pacers shot 54% in their game, but 54% for the Clippers here in the first quarter.
Dylan Brooks in players' mind, and the defense becomes secondary, but Marco comes up with a nice steal there.
Morant drop feed, and Valanciunas hammers it down. Have that physical presence and toughness, because this is a Clipper team that they will get physical with you. Jay with a fadeaway, it's through.
Giving this team what they need, though, the 5 assists. Some nights it's your game to score, some nights it's your game to facilitate.
Harrell and the 5 games of the season starting to settle in. Magruder show and go off glass, and Harrell acrobatically
In the wallet because of that.
Yeah, and I was late to the party, so I'm gonna have to wait till they get restocked. Here's Zubats banking it home.
Type second thought shots.
Solomon Hill for 3. It's through for Solomon Hill.
Contesting shots, rebounding the basketball, boxing out bigger guys.
Ooh, Harkless.
Up on the screens and be a monster on the backboards.
And can be aggressive. No fouls yet. JaMychal Green's 3 is through. Zubats deep catch. Blocked by Jaren. Really, for 6'1", he is hugely active on the glass. And a look ahead to JaMychal Green. Big inside. Tyus Jones curls, flips it up, and in. Got that. Williams turns the corner against a triple team. Extra pass. Work early. Jones, another floater. Back-to-back makes.
With anybody else on the floor right now for the Clippers taking shots.
Jones with a drop-off. Brandon Clark rolls it in. All the details. Grizzlies get a deflection. A 2-on-1. Dillon against Paul George. A little dipsy-do. Scoop and scoop. Grizzlies struggling from downtown, as are the Clippers. Oh, well, the largest lead of the game at 64-57. Morant to a trailing Jaren for three. Got it at the horn. High pick and roll. Morant floats it in the lane and followed it around and in.
Area haven't been able to knock down the initial, but 2 times be able to put back the offensive rebound.
Ooh. Paul George hits a three.
More aggressive. If you pass and cut, you can get it back on the cut.
Valanciunas against Zubac puts it in. Paul George for three. Rebound tips out to George. And Patterson will try again. This time he's being guarded by Patrick Patterson at the moment. And on the overplay, Magruder, the steal and the lay-in.
Partner, I believe. Break it down so you don't have to try to get him the ball again in the half court to set your set up.
Crowder off the curl, banks in a three.
Right or something.
And that lollipop pass stolen by Morant. Showtime!
So a layup came down and kind of grabbed the back of his leg.
See if we get any word. Patterson for three. It's another one.
Purpose. He's putting in the game to stretch their bigs to try to see can they get him out.
Morant, beautiful setup by Brad Clark. Got a hand on it. Ball loose, and Beverly wins the 50-50 ball and finds Patterson able to clear the defensive glass. Valanciunas got Harrell in the air, dump off, and Clark with a finish. Lou Williams a catch and shoot three. They forced Doc Rivers to call one early, and then a second one later in the period. Lou Williams drives, wraps it around, Harrell lays it in. Defensive rebound. Marco, BC over the top, and Marco.
So that's a lot of emotion. Well, you don't see that much emotion usually from Brandon Clark.
No.
Marco.
In Canada tomorrow, it's Thursday. Morant trying to create. No Kawhi Leonard. Morant against man. Valanciunas 4-3. Bango! Hills on the floor with Crowder, Valanciunas, Brooks, and Morant. He got that last rebound. DB with the layoff. Jonas, yeah! Morant trying to shake free from Beverly. Shot clock down to 3. A deep 3. Morant. Bango!
Up there by Morant.
Harrell turns the corner and lays it in.
To the basket by Harrell.
Crowder, an open three. Bingo! Grizzlies can't hit from point-blank range. Lou Williams. Jackson in, Valanciunas out. Crowder for three. Bingo!
Team effort for the Grizzlies. Everyone that has stepped on the floor has contributed.
Harrell in traffic forces it up and in.
Personal foul, you'll take the team foul, but you really like the basket.
Solomon Hill for three. Yes, sir! George pitches out. Extra pass. Lou Williams a straightaway three.
At around either towards the 3-minute mark, another turnover here.
And a lob for Harrell. Grizzlies will take Rose. Crowder with 20. His season-high 21 against the Lakers. And an and one for Lou Williams. Crowder was trying to board, but fell out of bounds. Paul George for three. Ja hangs and hits. Remaining in regulation. Williams and one. Morant drives. Picked off by JaMychal Green, who will get it back and slam it to tie the game at 1 to shoot. Ja against Harrell in the lane, hangs and hits.
To go to not a floater, to a straight up and down floater.
Morant with 10 in the quarter. And Paul George, 3-point Grizzlies lead. Lou Williams drives. Corner three, Beverly ties the...
Going their way.
Williams, shot clock down to 2. Williams creating and tipped in by Harrell. Jaren blocked by Harkless with 2/10 of his. Morant will throw it.
The ball must have been tipped.